1320 WILS Morning Wake Up.
Gas prices right now. Happy birthday, honey. Gas prices are climbing like crazy. Now, that's not much of a present, but what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. You just start bracing yourself and, maybe getting ready to take out an equity loan to pay for your time at the pump. I felt like that recently when I was on the West Coast. Now that is coming. I started paying $4.50 a gallon. And actually, now that starts looking like a pretty good deal compared to where things have gone in the last 3 weeks. Could we hit at some point $5 a gallon? I think 4 is pretty reasonable. We're going to get there. Who knows? Maybe by the weekend or next week. Don't know. But 5? How about 6? Could you pay $7 a gallon and say, well, this is a bummer? How much higher would it have to go for you to completely change your transportation plans? Let's talk to somebody here in the industry who's watching this every minute, literally of every day. 4 generations now, oil and gas. Jay Young on the other end of our line. Jay, good morning.
Morning, Dan. How you doing?
Doing all right. I'm not trying to scare people, but I'm just saying it could happen. So you better have it's probably a good idea to have a plan. As an energy, oil and gas pro, explorer, producer, and hopefully, someone who helps us become more energy independent in the United States, how are you planning right now? Or is it all hands on deck?
Well, it's pretty much all hands on deck. We're just trying to figure out, right now how we can drill more wells in the United States. And, there's a lot of regulations that are coming out. And I mean, basically there's 3 reasons why oil prices are going up. Well, if you want to say the Russia-Ukraine situation is in there somewhere, okay, let's say 4. But that's out of our control. Things that are more in our control, if you will, are, government regulations, like the Keystone Pipeline. That was 800,000 barrels a day right there, and that would have helped us tremendously produce more oil, and it would have helped us, transport oil a lot easier and a lot more efficient, but we didn't do that. A lot of restrictions. There's government.
If we had that, stop for a second, Jay. If we had that, we literally could probably say goodbye to buying Russian oil, could we not?
Exactly. Yeah, we're buying 700,000 barrels from Russia.
That's what I thought. It is almost 1 for 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Go ahead.
Sure.
Sorry about that, but go ahead.
No, that's all right. Second reason is, the government's number 1. Number 2 is institutions. They're not coming back into the markets like they were back 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and they brought hundreds of billions of dollars into the industry. But what they're saying is, well, last time we did this and oil prices went negative, we got hammered, and their investment dollars just could be spent other directions and other ways. So that's the second. The third is, public companies. Public companies are not really drilling for oil and gas anymore. They're not increasing as much as they should. Like Exxon makes $6 billion last quarter. They spend $10 billion buying back their stock instead of doing what they normally would do, which is drill for oil and gas in the United States, which would help us tremendously with our gas prices. What they do, they're giving money back to shareholders, buying back their stock, dividends, and things of that nature. But it's not putting those barrels in the tanks here in the United States, which is hurting us. We need oil. I mean, I wrote the book, the upside of oil and gas investing, because you need to look at, everybody needs to look at an investment in oil and gas, whether you're buying alternative investments like what we do at King Operating, or if you're buying stocks, or you're going to have to look at oil and gas as an investment, because you're going to be paying more at the pump, and to offset it somehow, you need to make some money.
Yeah, no kidding. And I understand that. Do you see prices topping on average? We're at I think $3 and close to 60 cents is an average now around the country, right? How soon can we hit $4? Could it be very quick?
Yeah, I could see in the next. Well, of course, now oil prices are 112, 13, 14, whatever they're on now. I mean, so they're going up. You're going to see $4 real soon. You can see $5. The big thing is going to be the summertime, when our demand really picks up. When people are driving and they want to go on trips and go see family and vacations, and they're going to want to drive. And we need that. The demand's way up, and we don't have that supply. that's when prices could really get up there to $5, $6, $7. Unless you live in California, like you said a minute ago, it's already $5. They don't even think
No,
about it.
they don't even blink about that. There's
Yeah,
stations
yeah.
in there. You cross the Mojave Desert and go outside of Lake Havasu, drive to L.A., and you're going to pay better part of $6 a gallon. It's just,
Right.
you
Right.
just are.
Crazy.
But the rest of the country's not like that. And it's sticker shock. And when I hear people act to lead about this and go, well, it's just another great thing to get us off of fossil fuels, and I'm in favor of it. I mean, this hits people that means you don't care about people who are poor right now or who are in the lower, because they got to pay the same price per gallon. It really hurts them. They may not
Right.
have much margin for air, but if the price doubles on gasoline, somebody who's doing better. I mean, you can say, "Oh, Dave, you're a fat cat. You can afford it." Yeah, I probably can. Yeah, I can. I don't like it, but I just grumble about it. But somebody else might be doing more than grumbling if they've got to
Oh,
use
yeah.
their car a lot and try to keep it going down the road. And suddenly they add that. More inflation. We don't want that. It's not good for the economy, but this is certainly this is where the rubber hits the road, literally and figuratively, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you see cycles all the time, and we're in a cycle, and I don't know how long it's going to last. There's some people that are saying it's going to last longer this time than it did last time, but we're in a cycle. And that person that bought a house 10, 15 more miles outside town so they could, have an extra acre or whatever, it's going to be, their pocketbook's getting ready to be hit.
Well,
Because they're going to drive further, and
Yeah.
obviously going to cost more to fill up that tank.
I just think if anything has come to light in the last few weeks here, maybe it's a good thing, is that, national security equals energy independence means more national security. And that's a good thing. And if we can have that, but we've got to have some agreement on how that comes about. I'm not sure there's any consensus right now in any way, shape, or form. More's the pity. Jay Young, tell people where they can find you online, Jay, okay?
Yeah, go on kingoperating.com. We have a survey there, assessment. If you want to look at oil and gas, is it right for you? You can buy my book on Amazon or Apple or whatever. It's called The Upside of Oil and Gas Investing, kingoperating.com. Thank you.
Apple or good, whatever it's called. That's where the book is. Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jay. All right,
Absolutely.
take care.
Thank you. Bye.